70 something cars that are unfolded in front of him. And then he starts seeing the people who represent these people in this deck. Right? So he gonna find the high priestess. He gonna find the he might at different times, if it's the man taking the hero journey, at different times, all of the males in the deck is gonna be him at a different time of his development. Right? He starts the fool. What is the character of the fool? It's a hobo. He got a stick on his shoulder with a bad stuff tied to it, and he's taking off on his journey. He's infinite potential, but he don't know what potential he's finna fulfill yet until he gets to the end of the day.
Wow, man. This thing called life is some interesting shit, Rod. Wow.
NFL just quietly banned a compound from competition. Not a steroid, not a stimulant. A natural extract that gave...
I mean, it's just it's just impossible to. It's impossible. It's like it's impossible to figure it out, Rod.
No, it's not.
It's
Listen, we've been taught to belittle our mentalities. Dumb myself down. That was called the Amun spell, or the Amin. That's why they always say Amen at the end of prayer. I don't care which one of the religions it is. When you get done praying, you say Amen. That means everything you just prayed for, don't do that shit. Praying. If you just change that one word from Amen to Atin, that means make it be seen, make it be known.
what I tend.
Yeah. See, the representation of Amun is the sun below the horizon you can't see. That's the nighttime. That's moon magic. Right? The concept of the Atin is the sun at high noon. You can't miss that motherfucker. Top of the sky, everybody can see. Right. So when you say at the end of the prayer, Amen, you're saying, I don't want nobody to see. But if you say I'm in this place, like everybody, but the bigger the prayer that you activate, that energy will take to happen. Because you got what's called a turnaround. Now you don't have to adjust to your frequency, and they got to make sure you ain't just playing. Right? When they see that you're serious. When it's seen that you're serious, right? One of us say, okay, the God called for it, you mean it, you serious. So it started moving the universe, started moving stuff into alignment. It happened light years away from you. The bigger it is, the longer it'll take. And when I studied hermetics, the Franz Bardon for hermetics, one of the things he said that made a lot of sense is before you try to manifest something huge, manifest something simple that's easy for the universe to put in your path. Instead of asking for $1 million, test it with $5 first. And then you pre-code it where the serial numbers say, I want the serial numbers to have this number, and this number in it. Right? So when you get it, you'll know that it's but most people want to go straight to the big stuff.
Yo, speaking of manifesting and money, I like in Georgia. The summer's out, so I had to do a little walk, and I don't get to walk that much in Georgia because it's everybody drives down there. But I went on my little walk. I walked to the post office. Actually, I walked because I mailed you your cigars today. So I was walking to the post office. By the way, let me just say this. So, family, I just came back from Honduras. I haven't had these in a while. These are the small ones. I had the big one and the medium ones, but Rod sent you, Rod loves these here. So, Rod, I sent you the small ones. Super fresh. Super duper, like I just smell it right now. Straight from Honduras, but saying that to say, I walked to the post office and I found $16 on the ground, and I was in the grass. like that. So I called her. I'm like, yo, I found $16. She's like, yo, you've been finding money on the ground since I met you. Um, with finding money or finding something or something just appearing in your reality like that, Rob, in terms of materialization. The way this realm works, that you may be confused about how the realm works. Did somebody had to drop it there, or maybe I just shifted to a reality that it was just there, or did somebody have to actually drop it there for it to be there? Like, or like, can I just manifest by shifting into a reality where it's just there, Rob?
Okay, so in this particular case, you use the most logical explanation first. Somebody dropped it, right? That's the most logical explanation first. Now, let's say you was out in the woods, in the middle of nowhere, and found it. That might not be the case. You might have just shifted to the timeline where that $16 was on the table in your old timeline of a building. But in the new timeline, none of that exists. But on the timeline you're on, the $6 bill in the timeline. That's the difference. Now, it's like the denominations. How was it? Was it a 10, a 5, and a 1?
A 10, a $5 bill, and a $1 bill. It was like folded up. Like 10, 5, and 1.
Right. So now, they all got a different meaning. Right. We know in tarot, 1 means something is about to start. By being money, that's called a 1 of coins. 1 of coins. And we know 5 in tarot means that it's a struggle for a change. Right. But then we also know in tarot that whatever it was, whether it's the swords, whether it's the wine, whether it's the cups, or whether it's the coin, it's the end of something before something else starts. So that's the vision. Now, when you mentioned $16, the first thing came to my mind was March 9th. It's 16. Right? Which time you back to a song by Sam Cooke. Jesus on 16. On 16, right? 16 being a number in older cultures where the girl would go out and present herself for dating. So the big deal, like in some Spanish countries, it's called a quinceañera every 15 years. When she's 15, she's on the market for a husband, so they throw her a quinceañera. Right? In America, mainland, we have a Sweet 16 party. Now she's on the market for marriage. And then all of the scooters, it's not as it used to be. Right? Now, when you look at it from a basketball perspective of March Madness, we looking at a March of the Matriarchs. March Madness is based on...
I want to invite you to a free trading and investing workshop right here in Atlanta, inside the perimeter, that will forever change how you do it. Inside this workshop, you'll discover that you don't need a finance degree or any experience at all to dramatically connect your financial future. You'll learn about strategy for general, a breakthrough for knowing when to buy and when to sell, our secret for mirroring trades of Wall Street intuition, allowing you to buy what they buy and sell what they sell. Strategies for growing a retirement portfolio.
For March Madness, we looking at a March of the Matriarchs. Because March Madness is based on the movement of the horses, the mayors. But they're using it in sports and entertainment in order as a subtle reminder that March is the month that normally leads to the matriarchal awareness of what's taking place and what their position is. So they give it to us as a sport. Right? And then they do a countdown. It go from the Sweet 16, then it go to the 8, then it go to the Final 4, then it go to the championship. Right? applying logic before, after you see the connection. You apply logic before, you won't see the connection. But if you see the connection, break it down without the logic first, then you can turn it into a statement or a sentence. Right? Let's say, for instance, you get a string of phone calls that you miss or took throughout the day. Let's say 6 phone calls. And you say, screenshot you say, translate. Try to use myself in my memory of my life, my book of life, as my code, translate what it's saying to you by what would it be saying to me. And then I gotta flip the message around and say, the same as me, you gotta be saying this to me. Based off of me. This is why a lot of people get lost in tarot readings. Because a lot of tarot readings, they never translate. So, you know what a translation is? This is the Bible. This is the wisdom translation. You translate from a foreign language into your current language. When you write the English character, let's say we're going to use Arabic. When you're writing the Arabic language in English characters, that's the transliteration. Okay. Right? It's the phonetic value translation. But it's not the translation.
Bible though, right?
Some words are transliterated.
Okay.
They did later on. Some scholars went back to do a transliteration. Is why they keep saying that Jesus is Jehoshua.
Right. That's right.
The words in red is 2 people talking, not one person. It's the son, Emmanuel, and his mother, Offset or Isis. Isis is commonly translated into English as Jesus because under King James, they add the I to the alphabet, which is only, they added a J to the alphabet, which is only an I with bent up because they need to be like a fisher in order to make you become fisher of men. Right? So if you straighten it out and you read Jesus with the I instead of the J, because that's what was there, I-E-S-O-U-S, right? The O and the U makes the sound, but in English, you don't need both of them. You can just use the U, right? So I-E-S-U-S, which is Jesus in English, but in Greek, it's Isis. Like Paris. Paris is not even the name. Paris is what they call the contraction. But it's Latin. And the word that it comes from